Hey, you, how are you? Gemini, oh my god. Hey, Gemini, welcome to your reading. We're going to be talking about the person on your mind, okay? The person on your mind, what they want to say to you, what their intentions are towards you, and their feelings. There will be an extended where we're going to go deeper into what's next in your connection. We're going to get more messages of what they want to say to you, depending on what comes up. And we're also going to go into their likely actions towards you. So let's go ahead and look into how they feel about you, Gemini. I have Aries in my head. I have March in my head. I don't know if those are relevant to you, but here we go. What are their feelings towards Gemini? What is the person on Gemini's mind? Person in Gemini's energy. What are their feelings towards my gems? I'm not sure if you've been on a sugar high lately, because before doing your reading, I just had a massive sugar just inhale. I need to figure that out. All right, let's just do this here. So my friend, you have the following. This is how they feel about you, Gemini. Worth waiting for in the reverse. And express your love in the reverse. Unrequited love, playfulness, attraction, and retreat. I'm getting missing. I don't know where that's coming from. So I feel like someone is missing you. I don't know where that's actually coming from. But that's what I heard. We have retreat and express your love in reverse. This person is trying to keep it cool. This person is trying to keep it light. This person is if they're currently in your space, they're currently in your world, they're trying to keep things light. Okay? They're trying to keep things not superficial in a negative way, but superficial in that it's like surface level, and not in a negative way at all. It's more so in a, I'm not going to go too deep. I'm going to keep things cool. I'm going to keep things calm. I'm going to keep things collected. I'm going to be light about this. I'm not going to bring, so much depth to this. I'm just going to keep it light, keep it easy, keep it breezy, that type of thing. They do feel attracted to you, and that's weird, because there's retreat, which is backing away. There's express your love in reverse, but I'm also, and worth waiting for, which is like not waiting. And unrequited love. It feels like this person is drawn to you even though they may not want to be, or they're drawn to you. For some of you, this person and their feelings towards you, they want to take you aside. Like, I'm not sure if you, when you meet up, if you do meet up, that they're always like around people or something, but there's something about this person wanting to have like a private moment with you if they could get you alone. It feels like their feelings for you are there and they seesaw. Because with unrequited love, they're drawn to you, and maybe even in spite of themselves, but they're drawn to you and they watch you. They watch you. They're very, they are quite sensitive to your body, like to your movements, to your face, to your reactions to things. I don't want to say this person walks on eggshells. I feel like it's not eggshells. They're just careful with you. That's interesting. They're very careful with you when it comes to you. They feel like they're watching you, how you move, it feels like they're watching you, how you move, what you do. And maybe it's in order for them to gauge how much you might be willing to hear from them. Or perhaps that's how they read you. There's something here that I want to grasp with this unrequited love. This person and their feelings for you, they don't want to wait, and they've backed away from you. Ace of Swords. Perhaps something was said that made, I don't know what I'm going to say, that made you go, whoa, but perhaps something was said that made them go, whoa, let me back up. Let me observe. Let me see. Let me retreat between the two of you. There's a card missing. How do they feel about Gemini? Yeah. There's finances and career in the reverse, but I'm gonna put this away. There is a lack of, okay, I mean, earlier I said it's not eggshells, and I still don't believe it's eggshells necessarily. I just feel like this person studies you and is careful with you to see what you can handle. I feel like they watch you to see how much you can handle. Tell me about unrequited love here. I know there's something here with that. Unrequited love to me, that's how it says there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. And yet how they feel towards you is an attraction. So there's something amiss here. There's something amiss here. Because I feel like this person, is inclined towards you. However, they're backing away. Perhaps, I don't really say this often, but perhaps this person feels so much for you that they need to sort of get their own space, just because they're now sort of showing up as this like playful surface level type thing. And again, surface level not to be said in like a negative judgmental connotation, just keeping it light, keeping it breezy, and worth waiting for here, carrying an energy of lightness as well, trying to keep it light, trying to keep their options open, because of some fear, because of what is happening here? What's happening here? We have some time. What's happening here? Okay, 3 of Cups and the Empress. This is 2 threes. This person could be in it. They could be entertaining other people or wanting to entertain other people, but it feels like as a way to dilute how they feel about you. Because they're scared to be with you. There is a fear here. There's oh, whoa, okay. Someone backed away here. Yeah. Something went off with this world. Here with the Empress and the 3 of Cups, this is, 2 very Empressy energies. There's a giving to it. There's a reconciliatory, celebratory message to it. I want to see what happened. We're going to do a real quick spread just so I can see where this sits. What happened here? What happened? What is the past? The Ace of Swords. Okay, perhaps someone said something that, was off, or someone maybe didn't say something. But I'm thinking maybe someone did express something that it could be someone expressed something that may not have been received well. With the Four of Cups here, it's almost like they took the cup and were expecting something and it didn't happen. With the Magician here, it's manifesting something using the tools that they have. So something that happened here, it feels like someone tried something to manifest something that was pure of intention, but perhaps the outcome did not go the way they thought it would. Excuse me, I was eating the sweets like I said, so I want to see. So my throat is like coated. I will be the whole time. Sorry about that. The Ace of Swords on the negative says, assess their strengths and do not prevaricate against those with whom you will have confrontations. This card betokens power and wit, but it does not entitle you to aggressiveness, vanity, or abuse of those you wish to fight. Other people may exploit your weakness in retaliation. Okay. Not really getting that, but if that speaks to you and your story, cool. There's something I'm trying to grasp here. Four of Cups. You are too closed off, focused on yourself and your thought patterns. Thinking in silence are good, but too much inwardness, especially in relationships, will bring fatigue and mental rust. Restore the foundations of an emotional relationship and do not do it with clarity, simplicity, and love. I feel like someone may have been too deep and they want to approach things in a more playful manner, in a more light manner. With this, I feel like someone manifested something out of the goodness of their heart. They thought this would be a good thing, but it sort of ended up, I don't want to say backfiring, but they were met with something that wasn't, that was maybe too self-focused. Too self-focused, and it called into question the connection in some way, but also just something was met with not the reception that. But in any case, I feel like this, in their feelings, I want to talk about what unrequited love is. It's really gnawing at my brain. I usually know what that means, but it's really just Page of Cups and the Fool. There's a bit of I feel selfishness here, some sense of like selfish something. So perhaps this person might, their feelings towards you might be to have you even if they're not ready for you. What? Anyway, let's go to what their intentions are. That might shed a little bit more light on this, because I feel like they're attracted to you, they want you. But with the Fool and the unrequited love, because unrequited love is not fully unrequited. It could be that they think you're unrequited for them, right? It could be that it could be that how they feel towards you is contingent on how you feel towards them, which maybe is where that selfish word comes from, where if you care about them, then they'll care about you. And if you don't care about them, then they won't care about you. Excuse me. But there's just something off about that. So let's look at their intentions towards you. What are their intent? Yeah, I mean, express your love is right back out again, and you heard me shuffle multiple times actually. Okay. Whoa. Their intentions towards you are to keep talking. They want to have a conversation. They want to talk. They're optimistic about this dynamic. At the top of the deck, we have religious factors. Split deck, you deserve love. I know there's like one more card in there. This read, there isn't extended for this one. There just feels like there's a lot of information here from your person, Gemini, truly. So I'm excited to see what shows up in the extended when we look into like what's next in the connection and what they want to say to you further. We are going to look into what they want to say to you next as well. So we have express your love in reverse again here. It's shown up twice in how they feel towards you and what they intend towards you. This person intends to conceal, to hold back certain things that they want to say, but they do still want to say things. They do still want to communicate. They do still want to have a check-in. They do still want to see what's going on here. Getting to know each other in the reverse. Staying optimistic about your love life. I feel like they want to keep things light. They want to keep things light. But at the same time, they really want more. I don't get it. I don't get it. What? I don't know. What did you do to this person? They want to keep things light. They want to respect your boundaries, I suppose, but they want I digress. They don't want to entertain others. If they have been entertaining others, like we mentioned before, if they have been entertaining others, they don't want to do that, okay? They don't want to do that. And in fact, it's almost like this person doesn't really intend to start things afresh. I feel like it might be difficult for this person to hide the depth of their emotions for you, the depth of what they're trying to hide, because it still sort of comes up in this heart-to-heart conversations. They want to keep things light, but they look at you with an intensity of trying to read you, trying to read your face, your body, your tone, your this and that, to see if they can glean something deeper from what from your being or from you. And I feel like they really do. We're gonna see what they want to say. They are optimistic about this, and I don't feel like they want to start over. I think they want to continue. I feel like this person intends to continue things with you. They intend to continue things with you, not with anybody new, not put in a new energy. They feel like there's such a belonging to you. They don't want it to go to zero and start from there. Even with that Fool energy that came up, it's like a fool that has no trust and that unrequited. There's a shakiness in this dynamic, whatever it is, but they want to continue this dynamic with you. They feel a sense of belonging, and they want that belonging back. They want that belonging back with you, Gemini. They're optimistic about their love life. I mean, I always see this woman as like making an offering to the gods or to God or to the altars and putting up their prayers and offering and saying, I want us to get to know each other better. I want this to be in the... They want to say something. Let's look at what they want to say to you. Let's just go ahead and cut to the chase of what they're holding back. Let's see if we can glean what it is that they're holding back. I mean, it almost seems like when they try to say something, it did not go well. So I don't know if you recall that, but they are holding back something. They're holding back the depth of their affection for you. So let's go ahead and see. What are they holding back? Let's just go ahead and see. What are they holding back? What are they holding back? What do they want to say to Gemini? What are they holding back? I'm sprung. How'd you get me? Got me doing things I never do. It's not trying to tell me anything, so we'll go to my deck, which I love and adore. Oh, okay. And we're gonna shuffle more from these from these decks as well in the extended, going into a lot deeper of, I don't know if this is in the upright or the reverse, but it doesn't matter. I pick up on vibes anyway. Someone made fun of me for using these cards. Look, I improvised. I get the job done. I do what I need to do to get to feed my people. So, what are you doing? What are you doing? I bury myself in work to forget you. You speak to me through music. And sometimes I stay awake at night thinking about you. Excuse me. So, also, no, you're not a burden to me. I can feel the desperation and don't want it. I'm not going anywhere, right? Staying optimistic about the love life. Take me back. I didn't consider how it would affect you. Oh, yeah, I mean, we got this before. I do respect you. So there was something here that maybe they said something. Maybe they did something. The Ace of Swords showing up twice. Some truth was revealed. Something was offered or thought about offering in an indifferent, there was something here that happened. Oh, this is from mid-November, but whatever. And that came from their well-meaning, if you can imagine that. It came from their well-meaning, but there's something about them sharing that may not have considered you. It may have been the isolation that the Four of Cups talks about, where you're so much in your head with that truth, something about that, so much in your head that something that's happening to you internally is something that they shared, something that was happening to them internally is something that they maybe shared or talked about with you, and that caused or began to cause the rift between you, or led to the rift between you. But that was, I don't know what they said. You have to let me know in the comments or what they did or whatever. But it seemed like it was coming from a good place. I don't know your story though. No, you're not a burden to me. I didn't consider how it would affect you is something that they might want to say. I bury myself in work to forget you. That's self-explanatory. I think they try as they might. They try, but they do wonder if you're still interested or not. That's something that's coming through, especially with that unrequited love. I think that was more about you wondering if you're still interested, wondering if you're still interested, wondering if you're still interested, especially with their attraction to you. I sometimes stay awake thinking about you, duh. You speak to me through music, so there might be lyrics that come to their head about the type of vibe you two had and the type of vibe that they want with you, with the soulmate here, what they intend towards you. No, you're not a burden to me, meaning, your issues, your problems, your stuff was not a burden. This person seems to be open to that. I can feel the desperation and I don't want it. I think, and by desperation, I don't say that in a negative way as well. I say that in just an energy. It's an energy sometimes that we have that's like a hunger. And it's unfortunately a hunger towards something that we can't satiate. It's annoying. That attraction is showing up in how they feel about you with retreat and backing away and express your love in reverse. It's frustrating when you have a hunger and a desperation towards someone. And I don't mean desperation that, oh, she desperate, oh, he desperate, he thirsty. No, not in those nasty, ugly ways, just in a very pure way. Again, I'm in the person's energy, so look, we are here. Of desiring someone something so badly and you cannot have it. And that energy can feel so, get me out of here. So they don't want to feel like that. They don't want to feel like that. They really don't want to feel like that. And it's almost like getting a hit from you. That energy of the selfish is like having you around so that they don't have to feel that energy of wanting you, which is kind of showing up in their feelings. I do respect you, so they do respect you, and they, respect whatever burdens or baggage you carry. Take me back, yup, and I'm not going anywhere. So again, with this new love here in the reverse tells me if there have been other people they've been entertaining or whatever, it's not anything that is serious. It's not anything. They want you at the end of the day. So we're going to go into the extended right now because I need to know more about what's going on here, Gemini. Yeah, I need to know more. If this is someone that you're married to, they may get offers from other people romantically, but you're the only one they're looking at. And I think they wish that you looked at them more. I think they wish that you were more lovey-dovey towards them. That's something I'm getting from my married folk or relationship folk, if you're watching this. So let's go ahead and see what's next in the connection. This is what we're going to be looking at in the extended, but I want to get this energy out here while we're together because I needs to know what's next in the connection here with Gemini and the person on their mind. Okay. Oh my Jesus. Okay. Okay. And we're also going to be looking at your guidance because I'm not going to just leave you here high and dry. We will be looking at further guidance in the extended as well, as it pertains to like what we find out, what more we find out. What is the guidance towards my Gemini person watching this, like for their highest good and the highest good of all? Like, what is their guidance? Oh my Lord. These exact cards showed up for another sign. I think it was, I don't know, Taurus. And stuck in the mud. I think, you know what? This is so Taurus's energy, I think. Taurus got stuck in the mud, and then these three energies were in the deck waiting for him. And we have Ride the Wave at the top of the deck. That's very interesting. Okay. All right. So my friend, you in what's next in your connection is Anchor, Key, Stork, and Lilies. Stork in the reverse. All right. Your guidance, however, is Deep Freeze in the reverse in the protection, Details in the protection, and Education. This is my OG deck. An amazing subscriber, Jay Willie, got this for me, and I love it. It's a new version of my OG deck. I love that. Anyway, you don't care about that. Look, Education, Details talks about, like, not grand gestures, but Details talks about, it invites you to just do it. Like, it invites you to do broad strokes of things, Gemini. It invites you to not look so much at the details, but at the overall message. So I'm not going to tell you what to do here. You're going to take this how you're going to take this and how it fits for your situation. But this is reminding me of maybe someone said something in a certain nature with goodwill, and it was sort of like the details that are being asked for you to look at are not the minute dotting the I's and crossing the T's, but more so like the greater energies around it. Deep Freeze does tell you to pause. It says, whoa, Nelly, pause, hard pause. It does tell you to take some space. It does tell you to to put things on ice, and that there will come a time when things thaw. Nothing you can do right now will amount to anything substantial. So no matter how much you try to push, manipulate, life wants you to take a break, and you need to do this now. What you need will be there for you when you emerge in the springtime. For now, winter has its own ideas for you. Wait for signs of spring. And we are entering into the winter season, so there's that. But for now, it really is this thing of, for you, Gemini, taking some time out to get your mind right and focus on the broader details. However, with education here, it does mention stubbornness and the desire to know it all. So I think you might be focusing on the details, like I was saying earlier, the crossing the T's, the dotting the I's, but really what Spirit is asking you to do is take the time out to get some distance and look at things broadly. You might be afraid of being seen as someone who knows less than you're supposed to, hoping no one will notice that you're just kind of looking at the surface of things, or that you're a surface level person at this time. So you being struck on being so sure and pretending to know more than you do won't make you wise. Be open and know it's okay not to know every single thing about what's going on with you or this connection, or where it's going to end up, or what it all means, and all that. With this, again, it really does talk about perfectionism and it not leading you to what you desire, but instead taking you away from it. Having things be so perfect could be your undoing. No one can ever measure up to your scrutiny, and nothing you can ever do will assuage that general feeling of not being up to par. You're perfect already just as you are. It also challenges you to accept things as they are in all their imperfections, to step into the world and engage it without expectation. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. So this is a really challenging message for you, Gemini, because you're really being called to take a hard break and sort of separate yourself a little bit from the circumstances that are surrounding you in this dynamic, or in your love life in general, because there's something, whatever came up is really bothering you. Perhaps that's what I'm kind of picking up on. It could be, other things that come up for you. Use your intuition. But it feels like whatever came up really bothered you, but there's something about it that is asking for you to break away from it, gain perspective, and figure out what that means for you, what that means for this dynamic, and what that means overall, if anything, if you even have to apply a meaning to it. Being a perfectionist and wanting to know everything is not your friend at this point in time, and in fact leads you down a very slippery slope. So we're going to go into the extended right now. If you'd like a personal reading, the information is in the description box below. Come through, let's get you done. Otherwise, come with me, or you can do both, to the extended, where we're going to look at what's next in the connection. These are interesting energies, and we're going to go from there. So I will see you there. Okay, Gemini. What are their actions towards you?